Welcome back to this week's edition of Ohio Veteran News with Chaplain Otto Ministries. Happy Friday, January 31st. I'm Otto, and I'm excited to bring you this week's updates. Today, I want to kick this off with some fantastic news from one of my veteran partners. Dear friends at the Honor Flight Columbus just launched an amazing podcast called the Mission Debrief. This podcast takes listeners through the pivotal moments and shared stories of the Honor Flight mission. Their first episode kicks off and reflects Mission 136. At this point, they had taken 136 trips from Columbus, Ohio to Washington, D.C. And in the first episode, they are talking about Mission 136 and the significant milestone by transporting their 10,000th veteran to Washington, D.C. and back. Now, as these episodes come out, they will follow the progression. This will be really cool because it's going to reflect the flight day, and there's a lot that goes into that. And it's going to go into the lives of the veterans that served and also the volunteers and sponsors who make every mission possible. Now, when it comes to Honor Flight Columbus, I want to tell you that is near and dear to my heart because this summer I had the privilege to take part in Mission 132, and I was the guardian for 2 Marines, and it was so impactful for me watching it just be impactful for them. If you don't know about Honor Flight Columbus, let me tell you a little bit about their mission, and that is to honor America's senior veterans with a free trip to Washington, D.C., to the national memorials to help them share their stories, celebrate, and affirm their service and homecoming, a homecoming that they didn't get many years ago that I am so happy that they are getting today. Thank you so much, Honor Flight Columbus, for all that you do. And if you'd like to learn more about Honor Flight Columbus and the incredible work that they're doing, I want to encourage you to check out their website at honorflightcmh.org. We've also included links to their social media, podcast, and website in the comment section below. Now, let's switch gears a little bit, looking at restoring lives in a different way. I wanted to give a quick update on Chaplain Otto Ministries' mission behind bars this week. We had another impactful week working with 63 men in Ohio's prison system, 48 of whom are veterans. I told every class that our previous video had over 14,000 views, where we were talking about how many participants we had in our incarcerated program. A huge thank you from our students to everyone who supports this mission. We did just publish season 3 of Behind the Wire with our first episode, and this originally started out and is still the goal to connect incarcerated individuals that are in our program to their loved ones on the outside. However, over the last 2 seasons, we have had quite a few people from across the United States watching this content, and I know that because you've reached out. So I wanted to put this out again, just as a way for anybody that it might help that is willing to listen. Well, it's available for you. And you can check out this free anger management class on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Facebook, and LinkedIn. As for our veteran news updates, if you would like for me to share anything regarding your veteran organization or a veteran event that you have coming up, you can send a request to contact@chaplainautoministries.com. We do want to send our prayers to all military members and American airline passenger family members who were lost in such a tragic event. Thank you so much for joining me today on Ohio's Veteran News, and I'm looking forward to providing you with an update next week. Until next time, stay blessed.